Welcome back to another stream. We are going to get Ruination out at level 25. Unfortunately, real life calls, so we will have to make it short and sweet if the game wants to cooperate. When Ruination is such an amazing combiner that he is able to solo, so you're able to get a bunch of extra XP for your Autobots or your Decepticons, depending on which one you have. So the way I do it is I will look for the bots that I want to put the most XP on. Some of my favorites, as well as low level 5-star bots. The main goal once you start getting 5-star bots is to build them up because that's eventually going to be your top bots anyway. But there's also a few other bots that you might like to play with or that you want to play with that are just happen to be fun. So let's see what Ruination at level 25 can do for us. So what I do for these is I'm just going to drop one bot and I'm going to deploy Ruination. I take off the labels, they don't really matter at this point. I'm going to jump to the back. These are super quick kills. You'll end up with a lot of extra time after your combiner is finished. I like to use that time for wars or, well, pretty much only wars is really the only option because typically you can, I didn't look to see how much fuel I had, but I just wanted to get them out of the shop and use them for a little bit before I gotta hit the road. And that's Ruination, level 25. Even though the bases are varied and leveled, some stronger than others, Ruination should have no issues going through all of them. Can actually, let's see what he can do with level 36 real quick. Ruination is definitely the best combiner. If you only have so much resources and so much time you can invest into the game, I advise investing in Ruination. Worry about all the other bots later. I actually do have my Omega Supreme at about 25, but to me, I'd rather just use Ruination over and over and just allow the Energon to fill up. So one thing about this game is a lot of it'll just be running through the processes. Looks like, let's see if he's going to be able to take the base down. I like to try to take out some of the defenses just in case, because it looks like the base is not falling. So we might end up having to send troops. Yeah, he's not, looks like he's not strong enough quite, or maybe just by himself, not strong enough to, well, let's see. I still a few more blasting. His chamber there, actually he's getting it. Let's see. But is he, I don't know if this is a lower level base or a stronger base, because this one definitely took a lot for him to get it. Ugh, just missed it by one. So when that happens, you gotta find somebody who can get back there, typically a plane. Oh, it wasn't even necessary. Oh man, that's the other part. Just waiting. Sometimes you just need to wait a few moments and not over. Just relax and be patient. So I dropped the other bot for no reason. Then I always play these off of squad 18, makes it easier to find who I'm looking for. Well, I probably should have tried the next level up again, but I'm going to go a quick one. Try to get as much XP as possible. I don't play with the sound because typically I'm watching TV or I have some sort of sporting event on in the background or podcast. So I've never really listened to the game since I've started. I have heard it a few times, definitely listening to other people's YouTube videos, but this is nice to see Ruination even stronger. Where you'll really see the power of his level 25 is when it comes to wars and getting through the first few bases. So at this point, it's just essentially rinse and repeat. Figure out who I want the XP to go to. Let's try it again. With level 16, the bases I've been told range from exactly a higher range to a lower range. So we'll actually take an airbot just in case we're not able to finish them off with Ruination. But let's give it a try. Pretty much the same strategy, jump to the back, try to take out the shield so you're not trying to go through it. I try to avoid activating the combiner post. To me, I feel like Computron's the most dangerous one at the moment. So even if you have a strong Ruination on defense, they seem to be defeatable. So you always just wait. If it happens to be Computron, then you're just a little bit screwed. Looks like a fellow Ruination, so it shouldn't be a problem. And of course, he comes off and wants to fight instead of taking care of the base, which is probably going to make this a little bit harder than it should be. So I'm going to start taking out defenses because I am going to have to deploy some bots, and they're not all the strongest bots. I have to try to avoid running into some of their bots. Oh, he got him down. Let's see if the Feathered Tornado has enough to take it down by itself. So it's just a matter of looking to see. We've got 31 special ability points. He's got 3 or 4 more times that he's going to be able to hit it. Let's see if it's going to be able to take it down. If it doesn't take it down, we got 2 minutes and 13 seconds. We still got enough time. Send some other people. Actually, let's send Top Spin because he's about to pop these. Oh, okay. Good. He walked away from Outpost. So now all we need to do is see if Top Spin will get a little bit closer. It's always a little annoying when the artificial intelligence goes after the Build-A-Bots when we've got bigger fish to fry. So with Top Spin should take 2 shots. We've got at least 3 shots and no problem on to the next base. It should do it. Oh, awesome. So every once in a while you'll run into this problem, but it's not taking off damage, so we're going to have to send some other people. Oh, actually, you know what? I made a mistake. So instead of sending these bots, I should have just used the blast and see if that was enough, but it wasn't enough. So we'll see if Cheater gets close enough, and his attack should be enough. He's working on it. He's working on it. It's getting stopped by the other bots. So, and that's the end of it. So I guess with Ruination and Zone 16, it's going to be quite the slim pickings. But what you can always do is just, you know what, I have all these amazing strong bots that I'm just sitting up here waiting for who knows what. So might as well use them, and then we'll be able to take down the Zone 16 with the level Ruination. Oh no, this is a high-end base. So actually all of our plans are going to have to be a little bit different. We're actually going to walk some of the people up and try to pop some of the outposts, but they might not even be strong enough. This is definitely a higher level boss. Base, this may be our first loss. And losses happen, they're no big deal. It's a part of the game. I'm definitely not at the top levels, so just Zone 15, hanging out there is actually enough to get me all my rewards. This was more about testing out Ruination at Zone 15. Always be careful with the Build-A-Bots with the healers. You want to make sure you try to get those out of the way. Otherwise, you'll sit there pounding on a base. I'm going to have to try to take out the defenses because his life is essentially just slipping away because his base is way too much for us to handle. I won't even waste time on it because I have to get going anyway. Let's see if maybe it won't spark the combiner, but look at the base took no damage. So this is definitely one of the higher level HQs. I don't even want to waste time with everybody. We'll call this a retreat. Just move on to the next one. Look to see how much fuel cells we have. 11, so we got 2 more. Run them real quick and hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more. So this essentially is this playing favorites. Who do you like the most? Who do you want to use the most? Who do you want to get them as strong as they can be? Same thing as before. I usually try to take the lowest bot, trying to get my low bot stronger so they can build up the strength and battle it down. So Ruination just comes in and does so much damage. He's on autopilot. You essentially just need to hover over the HQ and pound away. And this is where the game is about putting in time. There's no way to go around it. There's no way to make it faster. It's just a matter of, and this is already pretty quick. Because, I mean, if you were using full troops trying to walk through, it'll probably take you 2.5 minutes. This is where, if you're new to the game, the added extra combiner time, because it always wasn't 20 minutes. It used to be, I think, like 13. And it would be a super quick go round. You would definitely need to move very quick. Whereas now, with the extra time, you're able to kind of assess things and go from there. So Ruination level 25 Chef's Kiss. So far, from what I've seen and heard, definitely the strongest combiner. We'll have to see how the new combiner is when they add the extra 4 stars, and if he ever has a 5-star, and when people get him to level 25. But you know what? That might not be your gameplay. This is my gameplay. This is my level. I enjoy playing on this level. I'm not worried about getting to Prime Zone or anywhere else. Just essentially feeding the beast, watching the beast get stronger. And now that the beast is stronger, I'm in a better alliance and I'm able to get more rewards and participate in bigger events. And that was Ruination at a level 25. Always look to see, I do, see where we're at. Second, not too bad. Check to see if we can clear out any of these, make sure, get all of our wells worth. Not actually going to redo the shields because it's the weekend and we're in an alliance war and it's already been started, so there's no chance of me being picked. Checked for any free crystals, none. And that's it. See you until next time, folks.